All right. New single is still out. Is it on Apple? I'm actually about to check it while I'm recording this. Is the single live on Apple? They said by day 5 it should be there. Let's check. And it does not appear to be there. Man, they are lagging. Well, new single is live pretty much in every other major digital platform. So if you want to go check it out, be my guest, please. Buy my band Backwards. Song is called The Great Equalizer. If you do have Spotify, YouTube, obviously, you can go check it out there. All right, so today, also maybe streaming tonight, later tonight. But today I wanted to talk about this sort of thing that you guys are seeing happening pretty much in every single industry. And I know some of you guys are going to say this sort of thing has been going on for a little bit, and it has to a degree, but not to this degree. And even though I think it's still at this beginning stages, there's a lot of the cancel culture thing is something that obviously is ramped up, but we're reaching new heights. This is far more than like just mere, I don't want this guy to be on any platform. It's a lot bigger than that. What we're seeing now a lot of is, I'm talking like not just even people. Obviously, you know, the things happen with statues and certain shows, TV shows now are being like completely altered, completely changed, being taken off of platforms. You saw what happened with Looney Tunes or whatever. I believe, with Elmer Fudd, and they took his gun away. Like with the new tunes that they're going to be putting out with him, he's not going to have his gun, which is not Elmer Fudd without his gun, but whatever. That's the type of weird stuff that we're dealing with. And this is the reason why I wanted to do this video, because you're seeing what I've been saying sort of come more into fruition, because it's starting to impact pretty much all subcultures in different ways, but it's affecting all and impacting subcultures that a lot of you guys thought were maybe immune to it, are sort of bending the knee, kissing the ring, and going with these sort of mainstream progressive narratives, and anything that deviates from that is an issue. You saw people getting mad. It's funny. I saw on ESPN on the same day, I think it said Jenkins. I'm guessing it was Malcolm Jenkins. I'm not sure. Was joining CNN for some panel or something like that, and like the headline above it was someone getting mad because a coach had a different network wearing the shirt of a different network. Like this is long beyond simple mere cancellation, guys. We are talking about a battle culturally. And this is why, since I've been doing speaking engagements live, this is the whole reason why I got into music, because I've been trying to tell these people, my fellow libertarians, that neglecting culture is by far and large the thing that's going to come back to bite in the long run. Conservatives are seeing that now as well, because what you're seeing is that the left controls top to bottom, including your corporate entities. They control culture. So they're able to sort of navigate and perpetuate whatever nonsensical ideals that it is they want. And those are leading to people that it's not enough to just ignore points that they disagree with, things that are maybe unpopular. They want it shut down and erased. It's like this 1984 kind of weird thing. It's book burning to its highest degree. This is something completely different, man, and it's going to continue. I believe we're only at the beginning stages, so hold on to your butts. This is what happens when you spend generations neglecting certain culture, right? As the leftist, that's the one. I mean, you can say what you want. They got all the wrong ideas, but as far as when it comes to like culture, they knew exactly what they were doing. They played the long game. It was like, if we can infiltrate every facet of what people consume, right? They're on your school boards. So they got hold of your public schools, your higher education, your sports, your entertainment, your music, your art, top to bottom, man. They got it, and they infested. It's like You want to talk about a virus. And you're seeing it come into fruition and what they're capable of doing, and it will not stop. Because they don't have to. Like I've said in previous videos, this is long. Like, more so, this is not about being right. They don't care to be right. They don't have to be right. When you're yelling in an echo chamber, you can perpetuate whatever narrative it is that you want. Whatever narrative it is, whatever talking point it is, it doesn't have to be true. It can actually be false. To the contrary, I just posted about this on Twitter. You think about all the nonsense that you see on Twitter that you can just surface level Google research and you can say that is simply not true. And that tweet that got around will have like hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets on it, even though it's verifiably false. The talking point, the narrative that they're trying to drive home is verifiably false. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care. What they're doing doesn't have to make sense. They just want you destroyed. They want these ideas destroyed. They want anything to the contrary of what they believe in. They consider it a threat and they want it destroyed. And unfortunately, they have the power to do it in some capacity, which is why it's not going to stop. You got these milk toast conservatives who do nothing but be on the defense all the time, are going to do nothing to work towards a freer society, and they just going to compromise. But it was a cultural war from the get-go. And for people that thought, well, I'm smart, I have all the ideas on my side, that's all I need. Nope. Been trying to tell y'all that is not enough. It's not good enough to just have the right ideas, because they have the wrong ideas, but they have a hold of the culture, and therefore they're going to continue to tear things down, and they don't have to be right. They can be objectively wrong, which is what you're seeing in a lot of these cases, that they're not right. They're wrong. They're completely wrong on a lot of different things. And it just continues to heighten all of these. Again, aside from the movies and the shows that are being taken down and off platforms and stuff like that, it's not just that. It's ideas, man. And they think your ideas are bad. They're to the contrary of theirs, and they don't want to see it come to fruition. And unfortunately, they got the power in some capacity to make that be the case. And that's what you're sort of seeing as things get stripped down, and this cancellation thing, it continues to ramp up. People are getting canceled for things they said 10 years ago. People are finding all the things he said. And the reason why it's going to continue is because there's not a whole lot of people that got enough nutsack to say no. So what do? They apologize. They compromise. They do these things with the people that want them dead, and it will never be satisfied. It'll never be enough. Like I've said in my streams, you got to put your nuts on the table and say, absolutely not. This is where the buck stops. Do whatever, say whatever, but we're not going there. Because as long as they feel as if they can corner you into believing or adopting whatever position it is that they adopt with the social pressure that they have, they're going to continue to do it. Why wouldn't they? It works. But this is just the beginning, man. Like, this isn't going to stop for a while, because they're starting to realize. You look, even with this whole ordeal that happened, right? And that's popped off so many different things, and as far as everybody's now wanting to dedicate their resources to hack organizations that are fighting for this cause, Black Lives Matter. You can't even turn on a damn video game without seeing a message that says Black Lives Matter. And why was that able to happen? Why did that come into fruition? Because these weirdos went and demanded it, and they gave in. So now they knew what time it was. So you had it to the point to where so-and-so didn't say this, therefore they're bad. That's where we're at now. Where you not only can get in trouble with them, of course, which take that for whatever way that you may, you can not only get in trouble with them for what you said, you get in trouble for what you didn't say. You only should apologize if you know you did something wrong. You shouldn't apologize because someone demanded it. Because it's never going to be good enough. They want you dead, tax to death, ruled over. That's what this is about. This has nothing to do with even being good people. You know what I mean? They don't care about that. It'll never be enough. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry for what for the privilege that I don't have. But you say I have, therefore I am so sorry. I'm going to do better. What are you doing, man? But I've done a series of videos over the last couple of weeks talking about how definitely on the other side of this is probably going to be worse. And this is, you're starting to see it. Art and entertainment, if you thought it was unbearable before, you ain't seen. Honey, you got a storm coming. You've got a big storm coming because you ain't seen jack. It's going to get progressively worse. Figuratively, metaphorically, literally, however you want to say it, it's going to get progressively worse because you're not going to be art as escapism is dead. Screw that. There are activists, man, artists that are activists, actors, entertainers that are activists first and foremost, and they are about to use everything that they now got their hands on to signal their behinds off and to put whatever narrative and talking point and viewpoint into everything, no matter if it is you talking about fitting a whatever in a round hole. Like it doesn't even have to make sense, but they are going to do it. So hold on to your butts.